Now, one of the things that I have to do with our basketball arena here is get in our secondary support system across here. So they'll be like the Z purlins running across that idea. So I'm going to hide this for starters. Now I get access to that. I'm going to select the walls here as well, and select all instances in the entire project. I'm going to hide those two. So I just got exposed my structure here. Now this is a little technique I'm going to show you here, and it is a variation on a technique that I picked up from Niall at the 8020 BIM channel, and Jeff at the Reva Kid as well. So a little variation on stuff that I've learned from them. We're going to go into, so let's go over to here and to the right hand side so I get a vertical view here. Now, in the same way that we created the curved roof, we're going to do a second version of that. So this is going to be roof by extrusion. We still have our plane, reference plane picked there, so we've gone from horizontal to vertical now modeling, and we're going to pick our wall like so. Now here's our roof over here. So we can pick any of these, but you're going to pick what is called a sloped glazing. All right, so we don't need to pick a roof, we're just going to pick sloped glazing for the moment, and then we're going to go into the properties of this here. So you want to pick empty panel here as well. Okay, so that's an empty panel, and grid 1 is either north-south, or grid 2 is east-west. One of them, you might have to just figure that one out. What I'm going to do is just putting in fixed distance. I want an 1800 distance in between where my secondary structure is going to go. Now, for the grid 1 mullion type, right? So I'm only putting in one set of mullions, just running it'll either run on grid 1 or grid 2. As soon as I complete it, I'll know exactly where I am on that. And if I hit the drop down box here, you'll see that I have a variety of mullions. All right, now you're immediately saying to me, okay, but they're not the right size, and they're not the right material and things like that. So and you'd be right. So part B is going to show you how I get a custom mullion, if you like, into position. But I'm just going to complete this here for the moment, and I'll go OK, and I'll just go to 3D. Open to an ASO view before I finish this. Right now, you can see that it's gone and created a roof, and they're running the correct distance there. But obviously that's a 150 by 50 mullion, probably an aluminium mullion there. Now the nice thing about this as well is that because it's a roof and has grips, I can pull those in between the first and the second. So we pull these right over here. And again, there's a fair bit of computing power going into doing this. Okay, and I could probably do this up here, it might be easier. Yeah, so right, I'm going to pull it as far as the edge there, and as far as the edge here. Now what I'm showing you here is that rather than having it run through, I'll run to there. Once I get this one right, I can copy them across like so. So let's go back into 3D there. Now you can see there's my that's how I want to arrange my intermediate supports. So how do we get the size and the material that I'm looking for in? Well, we've got to create a mullion profile. So we're going to file new family, and it's metric curtain. Let's see. a mullion profile. So I got to find the right. I have to find the right template to use. Yeah, here it is. Here, profile mullion. And we'll open it from there. Now we've got center of mullion, the interior, the exterior. Not too worried about that in our case for this one. All right. Curtain wall panels are trimmed to where the profile sketch intersects in the front and back plane here. All right. So we want to draw a line here, and so if I come out 50, zoom in, right, and we'll come out 50. And these could be 250 or something like that. So I'll go up 125, and then across 100 here, wasn't it? Yeah, and down to 50. And then complete it. Now that's generally the intersection point here, so I'm going to take the lines and I'm going to move them. So these are the profile lines. I'm going to move them down here because I want this to come up at the top of our curved beam. Now, not 100% sure if this is going to work or not, but we're going to try that and see. So it's going to be a mullion. Let's see what choices have we got here. Mullion reveal, slab edge, gutter, fascia, stair nosing, wall sweep, and whatever. So various. We'll just leave it at mullion for the moment. And that. So I will go file, save as a family. Now I'll put it into my families folder here, and I'm going to call this laminated secondary. Laminated secondary. Save. Okay, let's load it into the project. Now let's get the 3D back up. Let's pick the it's the beam system now that I want to pick. There we go. Slope glazing, or sorry, it's the slope glazing I wanted to pick, and edit that. And let's see if we can swap this out for now there's an extra step here, I do believe, to get this actually into, it's in the project, I don't think it's in the correct location, so bear with me. Now there's a little trick to get that custom mullion that we created. It's in the project, but it's not part of the mullion setup, if you know what I mean. So I need to come down to families down here, and curtain wall mullions, there it is. Okay, now I'm going to create a new one. Rectangular mullion, new type. Okay, and we'll call this one secondary. Okay, secondary. All right. Now with the secondary, we are going to go in, select that one, and type properties. Okay, now I should see my I've got access to all the profiles here now. So what do we call this? Okay, I had loaded it into the wrong project. So I'm back down here now into my families here, secondary, and right click and try properties, the drop down box, and what we should have then is laminated secondary. Okay, now we even get to put a material on it here, which is great. So this would be our HBA glue lamp. Okay, and I just want to go back into that for a second here. The background here, I'm doing a solid, and I'm just going to make it white. Okay. Okay, now that should so we brought it in. Now we have to into the mullion sphere, if you like. So let's get hold of the sloping roof back over here now, and now we should be able to secondary, there it is. So, okay, and it'll update. Right, now there you go. So that is the process. Still not correct, look, because we're up above here, even though I did kind of bring it down. So I need to go in and perhaps rework that to get that to drop down. I wonder, can I, is there a, I'm just going to tab it here, select it. No, I think it has a type within that. So the width is fine, the thickness is that, perpendicular to face, yeah, that's correct. There's an offset here of -125. Okay, and it could be a little bit more than that. Let's try that again, 150 maybe. Now that's brought them all down, which is brilliant. Okay, yeah, that's great, because that was a type property, so it applies to everything there. Now, once I've got that done, I can copy those across, and that is my secondary structure gone for the main arena there. You can see that I put in some curved beams here, so I need to go in and adjust those, but if you're going to run a secondary through those as well, it'll be the same kind of process. All right.